So today I'm going to do a tricep and bicep superset, and with my power block dumbbells, and I'm going to start off with some a tricep superset exercise of tricep, it's kind of skull crusher, and another tricep variation. So I'm going to start off kind of low with 20 pounds. Let's see, hopefully this isn't too heavy to warm up. And then I'm going to try to do 6 to 8. So one arm skull crusher. Followed by I'm going to switch the order here, warm up my tricep a little bit easier. So make sure you warm up for the elbows here. So I need 20 pounds with it's actually a little hard on the elbows to warm up with start off with skull crushers. Normally if I'm at a gym, I'll start off with cable pull downs to warm up the elbows. So maybe I'll do a different exercise to start off next time. So I'm going to go from 20 to 35. And I'm going to do these supersets, and then I'm going to do a set of biceps and then go back to the triceps. So this is 35 pounds. The other side. So that's 35 pounds. I'm going to move to the other power block handles and move to 42 and a half. I'm thinking my order of I would probably mix my order up and maybe start off with something a little easier on the elbows. Maybe start off with a bicep movement that's easy on the elbows, kind of warm up the elbows, and then get to the tricep. I think that might have been a little bit smarter because my elbows are already starting to bug me a little bit. The order doesn't matter, but there's a lot of it. Well, I mean, the order doesn't matter, but these are a nice exercise variation if you're just doing doubles at home. So I'll move on to the 42.5. I'll take a sip of water. Tea, actually. Okay. 42.5. And try not to bounce the weight off the chest, especially if you're using the power blocks because they're thicker than most traditional dumbbells. Also, depending on where the dumbbell hits, you can get more of a range of motion if you go higher on the chest than lower on the chest. Just whatever feels good. And you can feel your tricep. So from 42.5s, I'm going to do a final set of tricep for this variation. So I'm going to go to 50s, which I'm going to go back to the 20-pound handle. Back to the 20-pound. Then to the weight, which is a 50. Feeling the pump, and elbows are getting warmed up now, so feels a lot better. Feels much better on this arm than this arm. So next time if I do this, I'll maybe start off and just do, I'd recommend maybe doing just a bicep curl, kind of slowly warm up the elbow, and then get to the skull crushers. You want to, anytime you do the lying tricep extension, you want to make sure your elbows are warmed up, especially if you've been lifting for a while, because just elbows over time kind of seem to degrade pretty easily. So this is 50 pounds. Oh. I'm just gonna do school crusher for this last set. The variation is too heavy to do 50 pounds for me. So now I'm going to move on to a standing bicep curl. Again, I'd probably recommend starting with this exercise and then moving to the tricep exercises I just showed. So I'm going to do one arm at a time. So it's 35 pounds. 10 reps there, I think. And then we're going to move up to 42 and a half. Now there's a couple ways you can do these curls. You can do strict form and really focus on your bicep, keep your elbows in, and really focus on the pump. You can do it with your back against the wall and kind of forces you not to use any other muscles and more isolated bicep movement. Or you can do kind of more of a cheating movement with heavier weight. So it just depends what you think is the right way to train for that day. I've tried both ways, and just today with my elbows I'm going to do the lighter weight and go from there. So I'm going to take a sip of water or tea, and in this case this is some oolong loose leaf. I think I changed the weight. I don't exactly recall, but this is 42 and a half. This feels heavier, so I believe I changed the weight. And 8 to 10 reps. One arm at a time. So it's kind of preference there, whether if you're doing one at a time to grab just one dumbbell and do one at a time, or grab two like I'm doing and do the reps all on one side, then do the reps on the other side. Actually, the first set that I did one arm, but I put the weight down when I switched arms, so I was just doing this and there was no weight on the other side. I kind of preferred the motion when I had the weight on the other side because it kind of kept me more balanced. I was able to focus a little bit more. So I'm going to keep the weight there. If I was at a regular gym, I would do 45s, which is a little bit heavier, but they don't have this on here. It goes from 42.5 to 50, so I could set it up on my other power blocks, but I'm just too lazy here. And I actually don't exactly remember how to do the weights in between the sizes with the old power block Sport. I'm looking at it and I know if I do the color, it goes 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I just don't exactly, there's probably adder weights inside that I could take on or out. Oh, I think that's what open, closed. Yeah, I would open it, I think, and then take out the weights. So I think if I grab it now, this would actually be 45 if I go to purple. I'll try it. These older models kind of suck because the colors aren't, these are made with the color, and these kind of just have this little like plastic stickery, gimmicky looking thing. So cool. And I never exactly know which weight I'm doing because I don't know, is it above the weight or below the weight? So I think this should be 45 based on the colors. You can see here, I don't even have a color on this top one, but it goes white, then purple. And see, this is like a removable type deal. So it's not that great. I'm not sure if this is 40 or 45. It totally feels different than the XXL. I'm not sure if that was lighter or heavier or what the heck that is. So if I go open, what happens? Close, open, closed. Okay, open. Oh, that's how they do it. So they have weights in here that you can use to adjust. And it's kind of, oh shit, that was silly. I don't like it. It's kind of like a cheap plastic. This thing is so dusty. Back in. I don't like it. I'm putting it back. I just got dust all over my. I don't clean it really. Okay, back on track. I'm going to do the 42.5. This set is taking way too long. I'm just going to do it. Here we go. See, I'm not sure. I think they just have a totally different feel. So. And I realize I'm cheating like crazy on this one. And I don't really realize how crazy I am. Just all over the place until I kind of look at the video later. So that was a bad habit. So I'm gonna do, the next thing I'm gonna do is a tricep kickback, which I know it's gotten a ton of bad publicity over the years, but I actually get a really crazy pump doing it, so I'm hoping I get that pump feeling today, so we'll see. The one exercise that I will do at a gym, but I won't do here with dumbbells, is the tricep exercise where you sit and then the bench comes up to like, not all the way up your back, and then you bring the dumbbell, you hold the dumbbell in like kind of like a V and put it behind you and press up. And power blocks just aren't good for that. It doesn't have the same kind of feel as a regular dumbbell, so it's not comfortable at all. So there are some variations you can do, but I'll explore that later. I've had mixed results with it. Okay, so I'm going to do a kickback, right? So I guess we'll start off with something really low, like 40 pounds. And let me see how I can set this up here. I guess I can just do it right here. I go like this. And I feel that like crazy, like up here in the tricep. And I really need a lot more of that. I don't do these as much as I should. So it doesn't look like much, but I feel a crazy pump. I mean, I've seen people do it with a lot less weight and more strict form. And just to compare, yeah, I feel that too. They try to basically get up higher. Wow. Probably shouldn't have done that. That's like a superset. That is something I haven't really tried to do, like a normal set, then drop the weight and do kind of a burnout with the lower set. I'm going to try that today. Why not? Try to get some more reps in. So basically what I did was I did 42 and a half, and then I dropped down to 27 and a half. So I did like 8 sets, 8 reps of the tricep kickback, and then wait like 20 seconds or whatever, and then drop the weight on the power block, just drop it by 1, I guess, and try to knock out 8. So I'm going to try to do that. I already can feel I got a crazy tricep pump. So more green tea. I'm about 25 minutes in or so into the workout. Getting tired now. I haven't even done a lot, so oh, that's why that felt so heavy. I think I just did I did 57 and a half. It wasn't what I wanted to do. I wanted to do 42. So I'm dropping it to 27 and a half. You can try 8 reps. Oh, I shouldn't have dropped it that hard. Crazy pump. I'm gonna do 42 and a half. When I was doing the 57 and a half, it was just too heavy. I didn't really feel much, so I'm gonna do 1 more of these, I guess, or 2 more of these, and then we'll do a bicep. Oh. This is difficult. Okay, so 42 and a half. It's definitely different. It's hard. I can feel it, like when I put my triceps up, I can feel they're already sore. Alright, I'm going to move on. Triceps need a little. And do a seated bicep curl. I'm going to start off with 27.5. Now I'm going to move to 35s.